Okay, we're going to get into some basic arm balances here. So the theme is drop the pose goals, just get into you. Start becoming into a squat without a lot of weight on your knees. Save them that way. Keep the weight in your arms. And then let's get comfortable. So we might be heading for a crow, but feel your way around it. Often a way that I see people coming into a crow is hips way up high, head way down low, not very stable. Often there's a lot of force trying to kick into there. Even if someone does nail it, it just doesn't feel very good. There's a lot of stress coming into the body, so forget that. Just drop it out. A theme that's going to keep happening here is if you have a goal, rather than run at it headlong, feel your way around it. You want to get into the lefts and rights of your body. When you find something that feels good to linger and breathe into, get into, you linger, you breathe, you get into it. You roll a little forward, you roll a little back. So you're not in a hurry to get somewhere. Your interest here is in getting to know your body, is in really feeling your way around. And it doesn't have to look like what I'm doing. It's going to look like you. So you're going to basically take this as, okay, here's some ideas of what I can do. I can rock a little forward, a little weight off of one foot. I can rock a little back, breathe. Exhale through center. Inhale, rock forward, look forward, lean the other way, bring the other foot around. And you're going to be finding your own way in your body. So the idea is not to mimic anything I'm doing, but just to see that you got a whole lot of freedom to get into you and figure out, okay, how does my body feel today? How can I figure out what in my body feels pretty happy to move? What in my body needs a little help in order to feel happy to move? And you do all of this exploring to get to know you, essentially. And when you get to know you, then you can start to use your body in super capable ways without a lot of force. You can just lift through things that are supposed to be hard, like rocking side to side here. It's important when you do something that takes a little bit of strength that you give yourself some rest. So rather than having stress just in, you bring yourself into something that might be a little tough and then you relax out of it. And if you're doing things this way, things that were supposed to be hard, you're not even going to know they're hard. You're just rolling your body around, you're playing. It's not so serious. It's not like trying to nail a pose. You're just taking a good, strong interest in, hey, I want to get to know my body. Sometimes I'll be in something that looks like a pose. Sometimes I won't. But my idea here is just get into me. So that's a crow. And we'll take a little rest out of that. And then there's side crow. So once again, not rushing headlong into the goal. Making sure that you give yourself a good amount of time to explore. Your feet don't even have to leave the ground. These crows, side crows, they don't have to be scared crows. You don't have to frighten them. You can be just walking around and once again feeling your way around your body. So see how things are going over here. And maybe you find a nice place to linger and breathe into. Same thing other side, maybe you take a little hop over to one side and you just roll right around to the other side. Both feet are off the ground for a bit there, but it wasn't a forceful launching. You're just moving your body easily around. Again, this is in my body, so you're going to find your own way in your body based on taking your time, breathing super deep so you can feel, and just saying, I like this. This feels good to me doing things this way. And if you find something that doesn't feel good to you, then you back out and you find another way. There's always a way to do all of this stuff, arms balances, crows, side crows, in a way that feels good in your body. So all of this exploring left, right, forward, back, just a way of showing that you have a whole lot more freedom than you might think. You could just be rolling around through some walking side crows here. You're just playing. And this is another really good thing to keep in mind. If you're so serious about the 11 and a half steps and rules to get into this or that pose and you lose the joy in it, it's not going to get you into the poses as well. It's going to be a lot less fun. It's going to be a lot less healthy for you too. You're more likely to injure yourself and hold yourself back that way. So again, pull a reset. We're done with side crow. Just get back comfortable in your body, someplace where you can move easily. Maybe come into a downward dog, put some breath in it. Soften up everything, get yourself movable before you move. And this is maybe a traditional way of doing a half crow. That doesn't look good. Maybe someone does the pose that way, but forget it. It's just not going to be the most capable way of doing anything. So much nicer way to come into a pose is always stay where you're easy. Good starting point. Let's say it's your downward dog. want to be just as interested in your body here, relaxing and being movable here, as when you finally make your way around to the pose. And if you can give that attitude to everything, like here, don't worry about getting the back foot off the ground. Just think about, how does my body feel every inch along the way that I'm moving? Really, my aim here is just to get into me. So if you find something left, right, forward, back, opening your hip, really enjoy that. You're just feeling your way around. You can roll your hips. All these balances are also just really great hip openers. Now, it's not going to change your life to suddenly nail a pose, but it'll absolutely change your life to learn how to feel your way around you and respond to how you feel. And the neat thing is, sure, it's great to want to get into some poses. This is a far more capable, far more effective way of getting into any pose there is and actually doing things that are much more athletic than posing. Just move your body any way that you want to if you take the time to get to know you. So that's a really nice thing. And then, this is no less good, no less important when your feet are on the ground than when your feet are off the ground. And if you're good here, if you're easygoing every step along the way, that's when your feet coming off the ground isn't such a big deal anymore. You're just breathing yourself up. You're not having to launch any rockets to get there. You're just easygoing. You the whole way, everything you do. So reset again here. So we've done crow, we've done side crow, we've done half crow. Now there's this twisty half crow, which is kind of nice. This would be not nice way. You got your head on the ground, you're going to hurt your neck, everything's stiff and tense. You might have the pose, but who cares? Who cares about the pose? Again, not very good for anybody to be that way, and actually not as capable to be that way. So starting at a good base, nice downward dog, get relaxed here. Make sure that your legs and arms aren't locked, stiff and tense and immobilizing you. You want to be movable and feelable every step along the way. Really take an interest in all of you, not just in the end goal, not just in the pose. So here, not in a hurry to bring the feet off the ground. Just feeling your way around the beginnings of what might be a balance, or the beginnings of might just be you getting into you. So I'm just feeling around my hips here. And then when I come across, I kind of am picking up that arm. I'm hooking my elbow under the thigh because I want to relax the hip. I just want to be able to feel my way around here, see what's going on in my body, each side, so that when I do move into something that might be a little more challenging or is supposed to be a little more challenging, if I know me every step along the way and I've taken the time to feel my way around me, my feet off the ground, it's not any different than my feet on the ground. If I skipped parts of me and I just was in a hurry to get into something, it would be massively different because I wouldn't know me very well and I'd have to use a whole lot of force to push past those parts that I don't know well or I'm not good at yet. So when you have a goal, remember you don't have to run at it headlong. Explore all around it, get to know you, take your time. You'll be a whole lot more capable this way and also have a whole lot more fun.